Tell me about the day where you ran in the Brickyard and then took care of some NASCAR responsibilities, where you actually took care of 2 races in one day. Walk me through that one, Tony.
Makes for a long day, I can tell you that.
I bet.
Especially when, the Indy 500's in Indiana, and then you fly down to Charlotte, North Carolina to run the Coca-Cola 600, which is NASCAR's longest race of the year. So, it's just, I did it twice. I did it in 99 the first year, and then did it again in 2001. And not a guy that's a big workout guy, not a nutrition guy. Just was kind of old school, like A.J. Foyt was, I guess, in that regard. But just literally, I was so nervous about being dehydrated. I didn't eat enough solid food during the day, and it really got to me at the end of the 600. But it's a long day. I mean, the hardest part's probably running the Indy 500 for me, because I was so used to being in the stock car every week at that point that, being in an Indy car just one time that year for the 500 was the hardest part of it. But you get done with that, you get on a helicopter, you fly to the Indy airport, you get on an airplane, you fly down to the Concord airport, get on another helicopter, and land in the infield of the racetrack. So, it just makes for a very, very long day, and it took a lot of people that made the logistics happen. But the second time we did it, we had a trainer that went with us. We got clearance on the flight once we took off from Indianapolis. Once we got in the air, we were direct all the way to Concord, didn't have any junctions to make. So it was a 44-minute flight down there. But having a trainer and having a medical staff to make sure they got IV fluids in me during that flight, and making sure that I had the right foods to eat to help me get through the next 600-mile race was a big part of it.
Yeah, I mean, to do the Indy 500 and then fly to a totally different state, and then, as you point out, the longest race for NASCAR. I mean, that is you gotta love racing. And I just drove up to see my mom up in the East Bay in Northern California. I just drove it straight. My back was killing me. I mean, literally about 3-4 hours in. But I'm a 50-year-old guy, though. You know what I'm saying? I can't imagine what you did. It's impressive.
Well, it's and so that's a perfect example. I mean, everybody thinks it's just like driving a street car. The seats in the race cars, both the Indy car and the stock car, are form fit to you. So it's the most comfortable seat you're going to be in from that standpoint. But it's like anything else, any other sport, whether it's football, basketball, baseball. I mean, you have to be prepared for it and seasoned for it. And, being in a race car 3 days a week, every weekend, like I was running, you were in shape for it and ready for it. So, the biggest thing was just the nutrition side of it, and making sure that in between the races we were getting rehydrated, which we were getting the advantage of IV fluids to help us with that, and making sure we were eating the right foods that were going to help us with the energy we needed to run a 4-hour, 600-mile race in Charlotte after the 500 was, having that preparation and having those people in place to help us get ready for that, made that all possible.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.